Hello everybody, my name is Gaston Rossato. We're back this week, as always, with a very special car.
And I'm Rossato, and I asked you guys to join us for a trip back into time as we explore this 1955 Volkswagen Beetle. All right, Gaston, so tell me a little bit more about this car. I mean, this looks like it just rolled out of the factory, and I love the combination. The black with the red interior is just beautiful.
Color combination is killer on this car. This is a 1955, okay? So what makes the car so desirable is the fact that it's what they call the oval window. The back glass is shaped like an oval versus later models where it's not so oval.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, so the car is dressed up with a lot of accessories that are time correct or period correct, and you can see it throughout the entire car. The hella fog lights, the blinds on the black glass, the fender skirts, even the bumpers.
So it's a heavily optioned car from...
Very heavily optioned, and going back to your original question, very well restored. A nice high-end restoration on the car.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised at how much room we actually have in here. I mean, obviously, I need to be careful with my knee and the shifter. What engines does this have?
So it's a 4-cylinder air-cooled motor, just like the Porsche. Like I said, it's engineered by him.
Right.
So a lot of the elements in this car are ultimately what ended up being the famous Porsche. This is the original Porsche, if you will. Alright guys, I want to talk about how special the Beetle really is, because you have to put things in perspective in order to understand why it's so special, at least in my opinion, okay? You have to understand the history. This car was commissioned by Ferdinand Porsche, okay? He engineered the car, he designed the car, but it was actually commissioned by Adolf Hitler, right? The most disgusting human on the planet Earth. So, somehow this car, because he said, hey, I want to build the people's car, translates into Volkswagen. How do you go from something so nasty into a car that's known for the love bug? The ultimate, love conquers all. And I think the Beetle is an example of that. It's unbelievable how a car that was so mass-produced, a car that everybody relates to, right? Doesn't matter if you're broke, if you're rich, if you're young, if you're old, if you're male, if you're female. It transcends all that stuff, and everybody wants a Beetle. And it's a car that still today requires, or at least demands, a premium for the right car, and,
right.
And it has a following, and it has, these cars are modified and they're restored and they're kept original. It just really depends what you want to do with the car, but it covers all the spectrum in the entire automotive, categories.
Right.
That's what I find most incredible about the Beetle.
All right, so welcome to 1955. Let's take a closer look at the details of this specific Beetle and what makes this one so special.
The car is highly equipped. It has a lot of period-correct features and accessories on the car that really set it apart from your average Beetle. And you can start seeing it right here with the hella fog lamps, the hooded headlights, the Coca white wall tires, the beautiful fender skirts. It almost makes the car look like it's aerodynamic, and it just gives it this flow and shape.
And these, what are these called again? These
are bullet-style turn signals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a transition between the 55 and just the earlier cars.
Okay.
Because they had them placed elsewhere. The car is also equipped with the roof rack, as you can see, where we have all our vintage luggage.
I think this is one of the best features on the car right here. Those skirts.
I love the skirts. I love the skirts. It makes it look like it's low, although it's not low. It just makes it look like it. You have the mud flaps, the iconic oval window with the blinds inside for that nice little touch of shade. The car is just absolutely gorgeous. Very high-end restoration work.
Yeah.
The person who did this work is someone who obviously appreciates the car and threw in all the extras and gave it a color combination that is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
Black on red, just...
This interior
the car
is
sells
just,
itself.
Yeah, beautiful. That red interior with the black outlining, the white steering wheel, the white shifters, the white knobs. I mean, that's stuff that, little small details that really bring out the car and its accents.
It does. And I love the fire extinguisher, great little touch. Not a thing that you really want to use or probably ever would use, but it looks really cool right there.
Yeah, it definitely does.
A great weaved little storage space. The dash has the clock, all the chrome, the trim. I mean, the car is absolutely phenomenal. You know what I mean? And the fact that everybody appeals to the car, and it doesn't matter who you are or what your budget is, it's the Beetle for everybody.
This is definitely a beautiful car, and I think it's a car that can be better enjoyed when it's a little cooler outside. So I'm enjoying the 1950s, but I think we should go back into the 2000s and get into something with some AC in it.
Let's go try that out.
Let's do it. All right, Marty and Doc here, back from 1955.
God, that was a peaceful drive. Yeah. You know, it's so relaxing to drive this thing. The traffic's flowing by. Everyone's way faster than you are. Not a care in the world. It's all good. Everything is love and peace, baby.
Yeah, and you get thumbs up and smiles from everybody who sees the car. That just shows you what we talked about, how everybody could just enjoy this car.
Really. It really is. You know, Volkswagen Beetle is really a car for a beginner, someone that wants to get into the collector car market. Ideal car because you can do it with little money. It's something that you can transform and put money into and work and basic, mechanical skills.
You can really personalize this car if you really wanted to. Just make it your own and you know, colors, scheme, and extras and things like that. So
it's
that's
a perfect beginner entry level car. So guys, thank you for following us this week. We appreciate all your subscriptions, your comments, your love. Follow me at Gaston Rossato.
And me at Renzo Rossato, and we'll be back here next week with another video. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this trip back into time.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out. I think I got the roof right on there.